We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life is sacred. We declare that peace is here. Oh yeah, yeah. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Oh yeah. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. The Spirit's in this place. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! Hey, come on.
Good morning, Unity. Welcome. We're happy you're here this morning. Spirit's in this place. You're in this place. Spirit is expressing as you. God is in this place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we have special musicians with us today. Our very own Jody Gannett. Welcome, Jody. And she is accompanied by Lily Bullard. Oh, excuse me. Yes. She's with Natalie Ruthven, accompanied by Lily Bullard. Welcome, you guys. All right. In a minute, we're going to have some fun singing together. You ready to sing some more? Good. For those of you online, welcome. We're glad you're here also. Please tell us where you're coming from. Good morning to Roxy, my little sister out there. And we love to hear from you. Please comment below. Let us form some spiritual community in this place and online. Anyway, let's do a little singing, shall we? Jody Gannett. Here we go. Lovely day.
Guys, I'm so excited to sing today. Thank you first.
Check.
Good morning.
Good morning. If you like, please stand and sing with us. And we are singing Lovely Day because it's Mother's Day. Yeah. Ooh, shake it. What? When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight's in my eyes, and something without warning, love, burns heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely, lovely day, 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 lovely day. When the day that impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. It happens. Then I look at you, and all the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, 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 lovely day.
Good morning. My name is Scott Complin, and today's daily word is blessing for mothers. I'll read the affirmation 3 times, and please join me on the 3rd time. I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. And together, I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. Today I celebrate and honor the world's mothers. First, of course, is the mother who nurtured and guided me to be the person I am through her love and example. I also bless those who have shown me a mother's love throughout my life. These special ones may be grandmothers, aunts, or other family members, perhaps a neighbor or teacher who took me under her wing, offering me support and encouragement. I have deep appreciation for them all. On Mother's Day, I bless the mothers and mother figures in my life with thoughts of gratitude and love. I hold these dear ones gently in my prayer, affirming they know the tender, nurturing love of God as they have so selflessly shared it with me. And from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 17, her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. That's a beautiful daily word message. Yeah. I like the idea that there's only one love in the universe, that God is the source of all love. God is love. And that mothers can be the beautiful vehicle and expression of that presence of God's love. And men, fathers, can be vehicles through which that divine mother's love flows also. And ultimately, there's one love coming through people. And I think that's so important to cultivate that awareness of that divine mother's love that's always with us, and try to see that love through mothers, fathers, men, women, everybody. So it's a beautiful celebration today. We want to take a moment to welcome those of you who are here for the very first time. Welcome. We're happy you're checking us out this morning and spending this time with us. I'd like us to give our first-timers who are in the space and also online a warm unity welcome. Let's give them a warm welcome. And in appreciation of you being with us this morning, we have a gift for you. So if you'd like to get that gift as you leave today, just ask our welcome center in the back there. And for you first-timers online, go to unitycenternyc.com, and there we have a gift for you. Today at 1 o'clock, we have a soulful conversation downstairs in the fellowship area. At 1 o'clock, it'll be a discussion of a spiritual topic. Everyone is welcome. It's in person only, so that'll be happening at 1. And also, you're invited to come on downstairs following the service to our Sangha space for coffee, tea, snacks, some fellowship time with people. So that's right after the service. On May 31st, I'm going to be doing a hybrid workshop, Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages. So, have you ever expressed love to someone and yet they didn't feel loved? Or maybe you didn't feel loved and yet your partner or spouse felt they didn't understand. How come you don't feel loved? They were expressing love in the way that they understood it. Well, Gary Chapman's teachings have to do with the fact that we all have a different way of expressing love based on how we grew up, how we learned love, and if we're not receiving love in that way from another person, we will feel like we're missing something. So, do you know what your love language is? Anyway, we're going to be looking at that. What are the 5 love languages? What is your love language? And how do you express it? And what happens when you're not receiving that? So, hope you can join me. It'll be hybrid on Sunday, May 31st at 1 o'clock. It'll go from 1 to 2:30. So that's what's happening. So you guys ready to do a little more singing? Let's join Jody Gannett and her group. Yay. Keep on the sunny side.
It's an oldie but goodie. And I, again, welcome everybody to stand. This time we're going to do a little honky tonk country western. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet in darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. On the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. The storm and its fury broke today, crushing hopes that we cherish so dear. Clouds and storm will in time pass away. The sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. It's Mother's Day. We got moms in the house. We got God in the house. The sun is shining. Such a beautiful day. So let us greet it. Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or fair, let us trust in the goodness always to keep everyone in its care. Hey, keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let's do it again. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. Help us every day, it will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. Woo! You guys are great.
Yeehaw! All right. Like it. Like it. Let's take a moment for our prosperity celebration. We take a moment now, lifting up our eyes to that infinite presence and activity of spirit. I have come that you may have life and have it abundantly, he said. So we acknowledge that abundance that's in our life right now. God is our abundance. God is our source. And we participate in that divine activity of giving, receiving, which is as natural as breathing. We breathe in and receive. We breathe out and give. So let's take a moment now, those of you in the space holding your gift in your heart, and those of you online holding your gift in your heart. And we bless these gifts knowing they go forth as a blessing and return as a blessing. Please join me in knowing that divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen. In a moment, we're going to have a guided meditation. This is a time to relax the body, quiet the mind, and tune in to that presence at the center of our being. So we like to lead into the meditation with a little bit of singing to help open the heart, get the energy going. So let's join Jody and the crew. I am but an empty vessel.
We're going to stay seated for this, but if you'd like to sing along, please do. I am but an empty vessel, empty vessel, empty vessel. I am but an empty vessel, filled with the presence of God. Oh, filled with the presence of God. I am love, I am joy, I am peace. I am but an empty vessel, empty vessel, empty vessel. I am but an empty vessel, filled with the presence of God. Oh, filled with the presence of God. I am love, I am joy, I am peace. I am but an empty vessel, empty vessel, empty vessel. I am but an empty vessel, filled with the presence of God. Oh,
presence of God. I am love, I am joy, I am peace. I am but an empty vessel, empty vessel, empty vessel. I am but an empty vessel, filled with the presence of God. Oh, filled with the presence of God. I am love, I am joy, I am peace. I am love, I am joy, I am peace. I am love, I am joy, I am peace.
I invite you now to sit upright with me. And let's take a nice, long, refreshing, deep breath. And as you exhale, just let your body relax. Have the intention of letting go and relaxing. Allow your abdomen and stomach to relax. Relaxing your hands and fingers. Relaxing your arms and shoulders. Relaxing your chest and your back. Relaxing your feet and your legs. Bringing awareness to your neck, relaxing the front, the back, the sides of your neck. Moving awareness into your jaw, relaxing the muscles in your jaw. Feeling your eyes relaxing back into their sockets. Relaxing the nose, the ears, your lips, your tongue. Your whole face, your forehead, your scalp. Relaxing and letting go. Scanning your body now, noticing if there's still any place that needs to relax. And just focusing on that area, letting it relax. We have a lot of definitions about who we are. Identifying with our bodies, identifying with the roles that we have, the things that we have, the status that we have. The self-concepts of who we think we are based on our past experiences, based on the feedback that others have given us throughout our life. and we think that's who I am. And yet the great sages and teachers have taught and demonstrated that's not who you are. You in there are consciousness, awareness. You're the one that sees. You're the one that's aware of your thoughts, aware of your feelings, aware of your body, aware of your self-definitions. You are the awareness. And that awareness is part of the one awareness that we call consciousness, we call spirit, we call God. Jesus called it the Father. Yogananda called it the Divine Mother. Some call it the I Am. I am. Just being. Just awareness. And during this quiet time, we are identifying with pure consciousness. Experiencing what does it mean to be a spiritual being, free from all the identities. I invite you now to move beyond thinking by beginning to feel the flow of your breathing as it moves in and out of your nasal passages. And as your breath flows in, mentally thinking, I am. And as the breath flows out, spirit. That's all you need to do. When your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. I am on the inhalation, spirit on the exhalation. And now taking a nice deep breath. Letting go of watching the breathing. Just rest within yourself. Noticing, observing what you're feeling. Sensing, hearing, seeing. In the quiet now. And now we bring to mind friends and family and loved ones. All those whose names have been submitted to the Unity Center prayer list. All people on the planet, the earth itself, the environment, the animals, all of life, we include in this prayer time. And I invite you to combine the flow of energy flowing through you with the power of sound as we chant that beautiful sacred Sanskrit word Om, pronounced O-M. I invite you to rub the palms of your hands together. And we'll chant holding the palms up. Feel the energy flowing through you as we chant 3 times. And now we bring our awareness back to the room where we are, grounding ourselves, bringing this new consciousness, this new awareness into our life. We feel the chair beneath us, we feel our feet on the floor, moving toes, moving fingers, hearing sounds around us. And so it is. Amen.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain. All your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. And before we get started here, I just want to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. And today, as we talk about love is the agenda, many mothers know that love is more than just a feeling. Love is action. How many of you have read the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey? One story I really love is about Stephen and Sandra Covey. They had just finished a weekend, a vacation at their cabin in Montana. They were snowmobiling with the younger members of the family, and they were both exhausted. And they were going to drive home, and Stephen slept in the back seat while Sandra drove. And after a couple of hours, she could barely keep her eyes open. So they switched. Stephen got into the driver's seat. Sandra got outside the car. She opened up the back door, and then she realized, oh, there's a feature in the car that she could lower. Stephen could lower the car, and then she could get in with her bad knee. So she slammed the door, and then the car took off. And she thought Stephen was just kidding because he was known to have a good sense of humor. So she ran after the car, and then it sped up. So there she was in the winter cold on the highway in her stockings with no coat. The driver behind her, witnessing the whole thing, called the local highway patrol. And the patrolman pulled up and said, what's the problem? What happened here? And she said, oh, my husband just pulled off without me. I don't think he realizes I'm not in the car. And the patrolman, a little suspicious, naturally, he says, were you guys in a fight? Is there a problem? And she said, oh, no, I think he thinks I'm asleep in the back seat. And what is your name, ma'am? Oh, I'm Sandra Covey. You wouldn't happen to be the wife of the author Stephen Covey, would you? Yeah, he's the one who left me. So the patrolman called Stephen Covey. Hello, Mr. Covey. Please pull over on the side of the road immediately and let us know exactly your location. Well, Stephen was alarmed. He says, Sandra, wake up. There's a patrolman on the phone. Silence. He looks in the back seat. Nothing. He gets back on the phone. My wife is missing. Yeah, she's with me. With you? So they got together. They had a big laugh. Stephen said, boy, wait till my kids hear about this. They won't believe it. And the patrolman said, yeah, that's nothing. Wait till I tell the guys back at the station. Now, here's the thing. If you had been the driver behind Stephen Covey, what do you think his intention might have been? You see, because the car behind them suspected abandonment. The patrolman suspected domestic trouble. But Sandy, knowing her husband, knowing his agenda, she knew that it was not a big deal, that it wasn't intentional. That's what we're going to be talking about today. The importance of one's agenda, intention, people knowing who you are. Last week, we talked about the root system. We talked about integrity. That integrity is the root system, the foundation for living a life of trust, for becoming a trustworthy person. And if without the foundation, you don't have a sturdy tree. Today we're talking about the trunk, intention, agenda. The trunk feeds everything above it. It feeds the branches, it feeds the fruits. So today we're going to talk about 3 layers of intent. First of all is motivation. Motivation. I have a friend who, when the movie The Secret came out, she loved the movie so much that she wanted to show it to the people in her apartment, in her building. So she got everybody together. She created bookmarkers that said "feel good" on them, which was one of the messages in The Secret. And someone who was there asked her, "What's your agenda?" And she was taken aback. She said, "I don't have an agenda. I just love the movie. I just thought it would help somebody." And this woman was surprised. She just couldn't imagine that this person just wanted to do it out of love with no other ulterior motive. And that's what ultimately motivation is about. What's in it for you? What are you up to? What is your motive? And the highest motive for developing a trustworthy life, of being a person of trust, is to have the motive of love, the motive of caring. That's the highest motive for doing anything. We've all seen people who don't care, and we know the effect it has on us. Maybe it's a doctor who comes in, there's no eye contact, he moves in and out, or she moves in and out of the room. There's no eye contact. Or a salesperson who we know is just going through a script. Or maybe a manager who's always talking about the team, but ends up, it all becomes about him or herself. We've all experienced that before, and we know how it impacts us. That no matter how eloquent the person may be or how skilled they are, when we perceive that they don't really care about us, we lose all trust. Not long ago, I had an experience like that with a golf instructor. I'd been taking lessons from this instructor for about 6 months. And in this particular lesson, at one point he said, "Here, I want you to watch a video on my computer." And I said, "Before you show me the video, I'd really like to show you this thing in my swing." Well, this very tall man puts his hands on his hips and comes over and he says, "Look, this is how this is going to go." And then he caught himself and stopped. And then he became calmer. And then started to say, why don't you want to watch the video? And I explained to him, I know how I learn best. And for me, this lesson is communication, not a one-way street. And then at the end of the lesson, while I was still counting his money, he came right up in my face and just took the money out of my hand. And that was the last time I took a lesson with him. Sometimes people are more concerned with their authority or with their next payment than they are with what's best for the student or the person or the client. Corporations know the importance of people knowing their intention, their motivation. That's why they talk about, they have commercials about how they treat their employees, how they treat their customers, how they're helping the environment, because they instinctually know that when you're caring, you develop trust. People trust you. Now, whether it's sincere or not, that's another issue, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But corporations know that. So motivation. Why are we doing it? What is our motive? Next is agenda. Agenda is, what is our plan? What is the plan? What are we trying to do? A plan, an agenda that encourages trust is to have a win-win agenda. My agenda is that we all win. I win, you win. Not I win at your expense. Not a win-lose agenda. I win and you lose. Because we certainly have known versions of success that is at other people's expense. Relationships that are really kind of one-sided at one person's expense. Businesses that operate at other people's expense. Governments that operate at other people's expense. Ultimately, it doesn't work out in the end. It reveals itself, and people don't appreciate it. It results in a lack of trust. A lack of trust. Recently, my niece, who's here today, Elizabeth, she and I watched the classic movie All About Eve with Bette Davis. Some of you have seen it. It's quite a powerful movie. Wow. Well, Eve shows up as someone who is grateful, humble, wants to give, generous, caring. That's how she shows up. And everybody who opens a door for her, she uses all of them for reasons that she doesn't reveal, but they find out about. She's a master class in manipulation. And in the end, the ending is really takes you back, because someone who is like her recognizes who she is and how she operates. And so he is a snake who knows how to take advantage of her. It's very interesting because in the end, hidden agendas seem to come back around and reveal themselves. So, agenda, an agenda that reveals trust and develops trust is an agenda of caring, an agenda of let's all of us succeed. I want to succeed. I want you to succeed. Let it be a win-win. Let all of us succeed together. Now, some of that has to do with having an abundance mentality, knowing that there's enough for everybody. And we're going to say a little bit about that in a minute. So the third layer of intent, the trunk of the tree, is behavior. The bottom line isn't what your intention is. The bottom line isn't what your agenda is. The bottom line is what we do. What is our behavior? What do we do? In John, it says, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. Of course, they didn't have the 5 love languages back when John was around. But the point is action, behavior. They had them, they just didn't know them. I like the book Love is a Verb by Gary Smalley. That's a very good title. That love is not just about a field whose business, several employees were killed in a tragic tragedy. He didn't put out a press release. He didn't send his PR person. He got on a plane that day and flew out to the site and spent the week with the families, talking with the families, being with the staff. And then they donated profits toward groups that help with violence towards others. He took action. Action ultimately is what we're talking about. Now, here's the hard part. The hard part is when caring isn't really real. The hard part is when people pretend to care. They perform caring. They perform generosity. They perform interest, but they really have another agenda. And it's their own agenda. It's not real. And ultimately, that's what we call duplicity. You appear one way, but your agenda is something else. And ultimately, that is a real withdrawal of someone's emotional bank. The key is in intention. If we want to be caring, but we don't really feel loving, or we don't feel caring, we can use the principle of act as if. And it comes down to intention. You know you ought to call that person. You want to be caring. You want to be loving. You know you ought to visit that person. It's the right thing for you to do. It's a loving thing to do. You may not feel like doing it, but you act as if. Someone you're having trouble feeling love with, you do loving things anyway. You act as if. That's not insincere. That's not hypocritical because your intention is to be loving. You see, you act as if, and then the feeling catches up. Shakespeare said, assume a virtue if you have it not. Acting as if, and then the feeling follows. So let's talk about the importance of having an abundance attitude. One of the reasons people struggle with having an agenda of win-win and having a loving, caring attitude is because they don't think there's enough. They have a scarcity mindset. There's not enough for everybody. There's not enough love. There's not enough credit. There's not enough money. There's just not enough. And when you don't think there's enough room at the table, you're afraid of giving because there won't be enough for everybody. That's a scarcity mindset. Rather than recognizing we live in an abundant universe, that there is enough for everybody. There's enough for you. And if we believe that God is everywhere present, that the kingdom of God is within us, that you are a child of God and you are equal to all the good there is, then there's enough for you. There's an abundance for you. And you can give freely without fear of lack or loss or there being enough. I'd like to ask you a couple questions to see where you are in that scarcity consciousness. Not as a judgment, just as an awareness, an honest awareness. Ask yourself this question, or answer it for yourself. Do I believe that if I love other people generously, my own supply of love will be replenished or depleted? There's no lack of love. It's infinite. God is the source of love. Do I believe there is room for people to see things differently than I do and still be right? Wow. How would that translate? How would that transform our political culture, our business culture, our relationships? Do I believe that whatever my circumstances, I can still be a source of benefit to others? I knew a woman, I won't say her name, but she grew up, experienced trauma as a child. She lost her parents when she was a kid, and her step-parent took her trust fund. Now those are ingredients for growing up bitter and closing your heart. But she didn't choose that. She chose to have faith through spiritual determination, through therapy, through her faith in God. She was able to move and develop, keep her heart open, to continue to have an abundance mentality. In her 40s, she went back to school, got a degree while raising a child on her own. And she had a beautiful life and friends and a heart full of love. And if she did it, we can do it. Developing an abundance mentality. And here's the good news. Wherever you are in answering those questions, if you said yes to all of them, great. That's a good place to be. If you said, not really, to any of them, that's not a judgment. It's just an honest look and recognize that abundance is a choice, that we can develop that consciousness. It's a choice. We can grow in an abundance mentality. It's just a choice. Now, there's 3 ways we can upgrade our intent. The first way is examine our motives honestly. Examine our motives honestly. If you have a child or grandchild, by the way, happy Mother's Day. Jody's mom is with us this morning. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. If you have a child or a grandchild, do you genuinely express love to that child, or do we impose our will on that child? Do we admit when we're wrong? To a partner or spouse, do we really listen, or are we waiting for our turn to talk? Do we listen with the intention of being willing to be changed by what they say? Or is our mind already made up? To a friend or a colleague, do we want that friend or colleague to be successful? Or do we want to be the one that helped them be successful? Because there's a subtle difference. Some of the questions we can ask to look at what is our motivations. Next, declare your intent. One of the powerful things we can do to increase our trustworthiness is to declare our intent to others. You know how a website might say, if you put in your email, we're going to put you on our mailing list, and then this is what you're going to get, and we won't give your information out to anybody. Oh, liar, liar. Oh. Hopefully they have a reputation enough we trust them. Let's put it in a relationship context. You're talking to someone and you say, look, my intention is that we both land somewhere that we both feel good about in this conversation. Or, look, I care about you, and that's why I want to say this hard thing. That's hard to hear, because I really care about you. Declaring our intention. So they're not wondering, what is your intention? What are you, why? What are you up to? We might assume they know, but how many times have you assumed someone knew what you were about and they had no idea? They thought you were doing something totally different. Why? Because of their past experiences. because of what's happened to them in the past. So declaring intent. And then last, choose abundance again and again. Abundance is not, oh, you feel an abundance mentality and now you have it forever. No, we choose it again and again and again. When scarcity triggers come up, someone else gets the credit you feel you deserved. When you feel like you're giving more in the relationship than the other person. When your generosity doesn't seem to be paying off. That's an opportunity to choose an abundance mentality. To know that, as the scripture says, when you cast the bread upon the waters, it will return to you after many days. That you can choose a generous mentality and trust that it does unfold in your life. Developing an abundance mentality. We've all known wealthy people who had a scarcity mentality. You just had the feeling they just holding, scared. And then we've known people who didn't have that much money, didn't have that many things, and yet their hands were open and you felt like you were around a rich person. My stepfather was like that. He was a barber. He stood on his feet 10 hours a day. And he was very generous, very generous. And there are a lot of people like that. Abundance mentality is a choice. Sandra Covey knew what her husband was about. Why? Because she had watched him her whole life. She'd watched him being married to him. She knew what his motives were. She knew what his agenda was. She knew his behavior. She could trust that what he said, he meant, and that's why they could laugh together. She knew what he was about. He didn't mean to leave her. It was something funny to laugh about. And the goal is to become a person like that, so that the people closest to us know who we are. They know what our motivation is. They know what our agenda is. And they know what our behavior is. That's developing and becoming a person of trust. Here's a question that you can sit with this week. If the people who know you best were asked, what is this person really about? What would they say? If the people who know you best, if you ask them, what is this person really about? What would they say? And is that the answer you want? Is that the answer you want? And the good news is we can develop and become the person that we want to become. If you want to be a person of trust, if you want to live a trustworthy life, it's making choices. One choice after another. Next week, we're going to talk about the branches of capability. Love is the agenda, but love wants to be effective. Don't bury your talents. But that's for next week. For today, let's get still. Let's take a deep breath and let go and acknowledge the presence and activity of Spirit expressing in and through and as us. That as a spiritual being, you are whole and complete. That Spirit is guiding you and becoming an integrated person, a whole person in expression. What is your agenda? What would the people who are closest to you, if asked, what would they say? is your agenda? What is it that you're about? Now imagine yourself this week. Think of someone you will be interacting with. Maybe it's a child, a sibling, a friend, an employee, a boss. Maybe it's someone you find to be difficult. Imagine yourself interacting with that person, not from fear, not from scarcity, but from abundance, knowing there's enough. I have enough. There's enough for everybody. Seeing yourself interacting from the motive of love, the agenda of win-win, interacting with love and understanding, and knowing that Spirit is guiding you. Spirit enfolds you and loves you, embraces you, encourages you, supports you, and is showing you the way. And thank God for that. And so it is. Amen. Special thanks to our musicians today. Jody Gannant with Natalie Ruthven, accompanied by Lily Boulard. Y'all were awesome. Thank you so much. If you haven't gotten one, we have little magnets out there for Mother's Day, so grab one, grab one. And we're going to have a little prayer circle right after the service here. Justin Morley will be leading the prayer service. I'm going to do a little chant at the beginning. And then at 1 o'clock, downstairs is the Soulful Conversation. You're welcome to join that. And we've got coffee, tea, snacks downstairs, little fellowship time. Feel free to come on down for a little bit. Now, join me for our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yea, God, and yea, you.